So starting the test drive in this 2026 Sentra SV, I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's just because I'm excited about the refresh, redesign, whatever they want to call this, but this 2-liter 4-cylinder feels a bit stronger than it was in the previous years. Still getting pretty good fuel economy with 30 miles per gallon city, 38 highway, but especially with this Xtronic CVT, as I kind of give it throttle, it goes almost effortlessly. It's just a really good setup here in terms of accelerating the car. Like the new steering wheel here, it's you know, it kind of reminds me of the Murano in that sense. So Nissan, they like to kind of keep everything the same. I guess they get new ideas. They're like, why don't we just put on everything? So that's kind of what you get here. You're getting this kind of 2-spoke design that I first remember seeing in that Nissan Aria. But love having the heated steering wheel here. That's nice. And I can hear the engine just barely, but overall it's very quiet in here for this to be a compact car. I mean, it's very nice coming down the street here. Had it in eco mode this time. I'm gonna put it into standard and we're gonna see if that pep kind of livens up, and then we'll save sport for getting on the interstate here in a minute. Yeah, especially after you come out of a stop, it's a more linear power curve in that standard as opposed to the eco, which is what you expect, but it feels really good. Now with these CVTs, you always want to kind of find a sweet spot for it. Flooring it doesn't necessarily give you maximum pull, if that makes sense. So you kind of want to find that sweet spot with the CVT. Kind of like 3/4 of the way down is usually good for me, and then that's how you really get the full power output. So in standard mode now, we're going to go ahead and put it into the sport mode. Now I probably won't be able to give it a good pull until we actually get on the interstate. Here we go. Oh yeah, that was nice. I hate I couldn't do it from a stop, but I mean, still kind of shows you the power there. It was ready to move. Now I want to give one more big thanks to Nissan of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But acceleration is good. Ride quality is about what you expect from a subcompact car, compact car. You can hear the road, but I mean, it's a solid ride. It's not necessarily buttery smooth, but it rides well down the road. And honestly, after driving it, I think for the money, Nissan here recently has just done such a great job. I mean, over the past probably 5-10 years, they've done a great job, but specifically, as you've kind of heard them going through financial troubles and things of that nature, these designs have been solid. So this new Sentra just looks phenomenal. The new Armada Nismo I drove earlier, the power is great, the look is fantastic. I love all the features they have in there. But Nissan's not giving up, and I really like to see that from an automaker. I'm about to do the 26 Pathfinder. That got a bit of a refresh, as you can tell from the outside, so I'm gonna see if the interior got an update as well. But here with this new Sentra, very impressed overall. And I think for the money, specifically on this SV trim, you get a lot of car for that little bit of $27,000. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Nissan Sentra SV.